My name is Dr. Von Crazy, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2! No, Torna the Golden Country! Last time, we completed every bit of side combat content that there is to do in Gormott for now. And before we get started with this episode, I want to go into Hugo's affinity chart. Because I can get Arts Relay! No, I can't. What am I doing? Because Addam can get Arts Relay!
Work hard
Beautiful!
enough, and our efforts won't be in vain.
Whoops. Anyway, that is, bar none, the most important skill on each character's affinity chart. It lets you cancel arts into other arts, and when we get into combat, I'll show you what that means. But for now, let's just head to the strategy room.
Thank you all for joining me here. I'm afraid I have important news that I need to impart to Addam.
Oh, yes?
It's about the militia.
The who now?
I've been gathering an army in Uriah. People who've lost homes, families. People who'll make a stand against Malos.
Well, according to intelligence we received, they have departed from Uriah now.
What? Why? Malos' whereabouts are still unclear.
It seems that Uriah has conscripted them all. It's now a special regiment of the Urian Self-Defense Forces.
I thought I'd sorted this all out with the Urian King.
At His Majesty's behest, we have ascertained the position of the moving troops. They are heading to Torna as we speak.
We have established communications, so you can send word at any time.
When they get to Torna, tell them to go to Aletta. Ugh.
As you say.
Laura. I've never seen Addam like that before. He's gone off somewhere. Is it best to leave him alone, do you think? That's for you to decide. I'll go where you go. Right. No, he might need someone at a time like this. We have to go after him. Before we do that, though, let's talk to everyone. Addam, didn't he go to get some air? You're worried about him, right? You should go talk to him. Master Addam is a kind soul. To even consider making a place for the families and soldiers who have lost their homes shows great compassion. But I couldn't help noticing he looked very pained. I wonder if anyone else is here. Aha! Here's everyone else! At present, it's unclear why the King of Uriah has acted the way he did regarding the resistance. Let's hope it's just a simple misunderstanding. No matter the age, you must always be prepared, lest some conniving rat stabs you in the back. I'm not referring to anyone in particular, you understand, but it's a story you'll hear all too often. I'd advise you to tread very carefully. I sense that His Majesty is not quite himself as of late. I cannot blame him considering the terrible events which he has borne witness. Though he tries not to show it, I have come to understand the workings of his heart. Whoa, cool ship. Master Addam! We left the resistance there because we trusted the king! Oh, Laura! How can this be happening? And let's talk to some people who aren't in the party now. If the worst would happen, my duty is to return Brigid and Ian's core crystal to Moradane. Of course, I hope that's never necessary. And over here, we've got a diplomat. I am Villa-Torna, Special Envoy for Moradane. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. To commemorate this auspicious meeting, allow me to inform you of something. Did you know that all driver weapons are furnished with elements? For example, fires with the fire element are effective against waters of the water build. What am I saying? And blades have a fixed element that represents their power. For example, take the crown jewels of Moradane. Lady Bridget is fire and Aegeon is water. Matching your weapon and blade elements is to counter the monster's element is key to clinching victory. It's actually not that important, but it does help. It's more important to match your elements with the other elements in your party to get those critical routes. They are fairly strong. Some of them stronger than others.
That wasn't like you.
Huh. You think so?
Yes. I thought you always know what to do. You're never lost.
I wish that really were the case. To tell the truth, I'm always worrying. Ever since I became Mithra's driver, anyway.
It didn't seem that way at all.
Power lends one an air of capability. Even more so when it comes to the Aegis. When we first met, we could have burnt you to pieces. Though fortunately, we avoided that thanks to Jin.
Is that why you were away from the militia?
As I am not in full control of Mithra's power. Scores of soldiers could die by my hand. I was frightened. This cataclysm Malos caused, it's likely all because Questa Amalthus was unable to control him. And if that's true, then perhaps I too.
I think she's well aware. Just not so comfortable saying it.
That's your analysis.
Well, I have been with Jin, the Paragon of Torna, for 17 years. I can roughly tell how much of their strength the blade is using, just by watching them. She's making sure you... No, she's holding herself back to make sure she doesn't go that way. Deep down, she's very kind.
You think? That still means I'm just not man enough.
Don't think that way. You'll get used to it little by little. I was the same.
If only time would slow down and afford me the chance.
Yeah.
We should be able to take a ship headed straight to Aletta from here. That's great, but why's it got to be a passenger ship? Can't we travel with the Emperor? What's wrong with making a grand entrance? I'm awfully sorry. Though I may be traveling with Lord Addam, I'm afraid my actions aren't officially sanctioned. His Majesty's ship is a war vessel. It would take considerable negotiation before Torna granted us docking privileges. Figures. That attitude of yours is what gives us so much trouble. You just don't stop to think about the consequences, do you? Honestly, I give up. Behold the mighty Aegis, wielder of unthinkable power and unparalleled foolishness. Hey, would you get off my case? I didn't even say anything. Knock it off, you two. At the very least, we've got a nice leisurely cruise ahead of us, and that's something. I'm excited to meet the Resistance, people who all look up to Addam. Well then, if we're all agreed, let's get on with it and talk to the captain, shall we? We shall, but before we do that, there's a bit more of the ship left unexplored with a couple of things in it that you might want to grab. First off, there's a treasure trove on the opposite side of this hallway.
You're mine now.
It's got a knob on mask and a bit of money, not very useful. And in the opposite direction, there's nothing. Okay. Well, I had to check. Now let's head to that ship headed for Aletta. Let's just talk to Ged again. You again, eh? It's nice to have regulars. You're going to Aletta and Torna this time. You've had enough before, though, so this trip's on me. Ready to go? Let's head for Aletta. Here we go. I'll head for Aletta fast as I can. Welcome to the Kingdom of Torna! And we've made it to Aletta Harbor.
Don't have to tell me
There's
twice.
A thing
Witness
here
my
that you can just
irresistible
push out of the
force.
way. No problem.
You're mine now.
And we get a pouch expansion kit. That is an incredibly useful item, as well as some amethyst chips, which I think are pretty good weapon chips. Oh yeah, they give you special effects on your weapon. This cavalry sword is definitely the best one I can get, so I'll put that on Mithra. And I think Jin having increased accuracy during the day just kinda work. No, actually, yeah, Jin. Works pretty well, I think. Aggro attack up on you, and another aggro attack up on you. I think I'll give you an outdoor attack up instead of Art's Heal to increase damage dealt outdoors. And you can have outdoor attack up and blade combo boost.
What have we got here?
There's totally new collectibles in this area, and let's talk to this character. I've heard that the deeper the bond between driver and blade, the better they'll do in battle. That's because a bond has an impact on the blade's strength. I've also heard that just being physically close to one another can help foster that bond. I'm not a driver, so I don't know any more than what I've heard. Sounds nice, though. Having someone you can communicate with so well, I have to say I'm envious. And let's head up the stairs.
Ahoy! Miss me?
Lord Addam.
Lord Addam's finally come back!
Welcome back, Lord Addam.
Wow. Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Addam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Addam's domain. Look, that over there is his manor.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger. And, not in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Sorry, it's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
For a place out back in the back of beyond, it doesn't seem all that bad. Look at all this lovely scenery. I could live here quite comfortably. It warms my heart to hear you say so. I like it here too. I've been thinking about dabbling in a bit of architecture here someday. We'd better finish off Malos quickly then, so you can run off and live life as a hermit. That's the plan. Will we be staying here a while? Long enough to gather some intel on Malos. Plus, there are a few things I need to sort out with the Resistance. That suits me just fine. If you don't mind, I think I'll go out for a stroll. Understood. Thank you for acting in the interests of His Majesty. Where are you off to, Hugo? A regiment of ours has been tasked with disarming remnant Coetian troops at a nearby archipelago. My presence there has been requested, so I may inspire them. And inspired they will be! It would take a stone heart to not be touched by your selfless courage. It goes both ways, Addam. I also wish to express my gratitude for their unceasing efforts. Aegeon shall act as my bodyguard. Brigid, I'd like you to remain here as a point of contact. Don't go running off without me once you've discovered Nalos's whereabouts now. What, and face him without His Majesty's prodigious talents? It would be foolhardy in the utmost. I'm honored that you think so. Alright, I will return shortly. Hold the fort for us, Brigid. I'll be fine, as long as you take care of His Majesty, Aegeon. Right then, let's see if we can't iron out a few of these problems the Resistance has been having. Is that something we can help with? Jin and I would be more than happy to help, right, Jin? Of course, if that's what you want. Thanks, both of you. You'll be a big help. The biggest problem we've got right now is a lack of provisions. What, food provisions? I'm afraid so. Like you said, this place is cut off from the rest of the world. It's no wonder they're so hard up. I think making sure our army doesn't die of starvation is more important than finding Malos right now, don't you? Yes, very wise. History has proven many a time that the victors are those who have been fed and rested well. Just so, we could start by talking to Brodian, and he's the one who divides up the rations, shall we? And that's our quest.
Don't you worry. I've got this.
We've only got Brigid in Hugo's team for now. He'll be back eventually, but you'll be down a pretty important party
You're
member
coming
until
with
he
me,
comes
treasure.
back. But, well, while we're here, we could talk to the Chief Urian Overseer. Hey, you lot, have you ever found a secret area? No, we haven't yet. They're not something you can just stumble across, but if you put in the work, they're usually something special. Sometimes they'll be incredible views, other times they might be ancient ruins or historical monuments. Depends. Secret areas are pretty great. I've never seen one myself, always wanted to. Imagine it. Bet you could dine out on a story like that for a lifetime. Just think how many drinks people would buy to hear you hear it. Brodian, is that you? Whoa! Lord Addam! Please, a moment. Hey, he's turning blue! And... Here, drink some water. Whew. Looks like your color's returned. I'm afraid I have no idea who you are, but I owe you my life. I think you're exaggerating a little there. Not at all. I'd give you something by way of thanks, but I'm afraid it's a difficult time for me right now. Brodian, have you been snitching food on the sly again? Lord Addam, no. Perish the very thought. So what was it you were doing here then? Because whatever it was, it sounded awfully like someone guzzling to me. Prince, I was disposing of spoiled food, your highness. You mean you were scarfing down rotten food? That can't be good for your health. Thank you for your concern, but I am fortunate to have a naturally robust gut. I couldn't risk giving this inferior stuff to the resistance fighters. That sorta makes sense. You could say I was maximizing efficiency by combining food quality management with disposal. And if I can quieten the rumblings of my stomach at the same time, well, that's a tertiary bonus. Yes, Brodian, I get it. You'll stop at nothing to make things more efficient. As we've just seen, you'll even risk your own life for it. Could you give me a report on the state of our food supplies? Of course. Well, since your highness's recent return, we've been catering for a few more soldiers. We've organized food gathering squads and dispatched them here and there, but sadly, manpower does not suffice. I suppose I bear responsibility for that. Yeah, we should help them out with the catering, too. Indeed. We must do what we can to improve the situation until His Majesty returns. Thank you all. You're too kind. Here's the list of our most needed foodstuffs. 2 grimdark crabs, 4 portions of fairest beast meat, 2 large lactonuts, and 6 measures of weeping flour. That seems easily doable. We could probably get one more of each that he asked for. He's pilfer prone. I guess we have everything we need to start searching. Well, before we do that, let's explore the area a little more. First off, green barrels.
The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me.
Affinity max accuracy increases accuracy at max affinity. Pretty self-explanatory.
You're coming with me, treasure. The suspense is killing me.
I want to play as Addam for a while, actually. And let's talk to Nowell. Hi everyone, and welcome to the militia camp. Here, people from all different countries and social standings live together under one roof. Figuratively, we live in tents. It was all Lord Addam's idea. At first, we were separated based on homeland, but that didn't work out very well. There were some rough patches when we adopted Lord Addam's plan, but he helped us resolve our differences. Now, we care more about who snores at night than who's from where. I'm sure Lord Addam knew we'd get along like this. I really admire him for being so forward-thinking.
Good work,
he's talking
everyone.
to like...
I'm
he's
all
talking like
adventure now.
Addam's not literally
Let me know
right
if you
there.
want to rest.
Oh look, Delala's here. Question for you drivers. Do you understand your skills? Each driver have different focus, right? So skills are to remember... So skills to remember are different for each person. Good thing is, once skill is learned, it never gets forgotten. No need for Dizzy Dolala to worry about forgetting. After coming up with this new special, and me being a pro adventurer and all, just the band of adventurers I was hoping to meet. Do you fancy performing the Rose and Bloom with me now? Say what? You don't know the Rose and Bloom? Where have we been living? It's a combo made of specials. If you chain specials together, these things called element orbs will appear. They're good to use if you know how. But even I'd get tired of doing special moves one after the other, so I've been looking for someone to help me out. You'd be a good fit, but you might end up cramping my style. Sorry, maybe doing a Rose and Bloom can wait till another time. Looks like these 3rd decade guides are here, too.
My favorite part.
And we've
You're
also
mine
got some
now.
more green barrels. Definitely the best part.
What have we got here?
I'm something of an expert.
How is this a tree? We've got a metal structure and some cobblestone walls. How is that a tree? When we set out on a campaign like this, there's no telling when we'll be able to return to the motherland. Soldiers usually aren't thrilled to be assigned to such missions, but Magneth from my squad, he's a different story. He's unusually pure of heart for a soldier, very eager to make himself useful to the Emperor. Though he hasn't demonstrated any exceptional skill, I see promise in him. He's one to keep an eye on, I'd say. Well, let's go here to this treasure trove. Pretty well hidden, I'd say. Night vision gems increase your accuracy during the night. Let's see if there's anyone else to talk to before we go out and do the things. There's the weapon peddlers. Not so useful, huh? What's the accessory vendor got? Not a lot, it looks like. There is an eye patch here, though. That's a pretty good one. I might as well grab one of those. Mint Potpourri increases taunt resistance as well. I don't think we'll be fighting a lot of taunt enemies in the near future, but getting a bunch of taunt resistance can be useful. Priestess's Allspices increase driver shackle resistance. Driver shackle is one of the more dangerous effects in the entire game, so boosting your resistance to that is a very good idea. Lazar's Sash. When recoverable HP exists, increased damage dealt by 20%. That is fairly good on everyone but Jin, so that's worth buying. Lazar Greaves are good on Hugo when he gets back. Vambrace's increasing guard rate isn't as useful, though. Critical hit rate is useful, though. I might as well grab one of those. Those Lazar items are pretty interesting. Let's see if there's anyone else left to talk to. Oh, hey, Roly Poly's here. And he's got a new quest for us. Nice for friends to show up. Roly Poly just think of new test me want to put friends to. Last time we do break and topple and then call that good enough. Hopefully friends remember? Well, no longer good enough. This time we add launch and smash. Launch lift enemy off ground, and smash will smash it back down, as name implies. Great power moves. Sequence of break, topple, launch, and finally smash is ultimate form of driver combo. For this test, Roly Poly want friends to do whammy to any at all enemy, anywhere, anytime, 3 times over. Next job is huge, big, enormous, gargantuan. Must be able to do driver combo with eyes closed. Oh, and of course, must come to Roly Poly to let us know that test is done once test is done. Or maybe obvious? Well then, Roly Poly wait with hopes held high. And we get the quest for the driver coaching.
Let's see what we have here.
Let's set that as our active quest. I actually think I want Mithra in front of the party instead. I think that's everyone that we can talk to in the militia garrison for now. So let's see what this is not right. Okay, we've got the fairest beast meat, so we just need the rest of it. First off, Grimdark. Well, actually, nope, not that.
Mithra, let's squash them down.
I don't know
These
why
flowers should be able to give me Weeping Flower, yes. I still need one more of that.
I don't know
Won't
why
be able to get
I'm
anything
doing
important
this.
from this lacto nest. Also, one thing that's great, you can see where you get each of these things. Lacto nuts are vegetables, Weeping Flower is flowers,
I don't know
the
why
clams
I'm
are
the one doing
fish.
this.
Crabs, they're crabs, not clams. It's
I
excellent.
don't know why I'm the one doing this.
Anyway, That's all the grimdark crabs we need. Next up, we want lacto nuts and weeping flower. Crap. Let me out. Nests.
Come on, everyone.
Nests drop
No
an
slack.
item
Break.
called
It pays to
Nest
be cautious.
Extract. That is an important item.
Heads up.
And you will want to grab some.
Ones too.
This should give me my last weeping flower. Now I just need those lacto nuts.
Just
Here's
gonna
some vegetables.
randomly look over here.
That's two of the lacto nuts I need.
Great.
Oh yeah, I haven't really shown off arts chain. I can chain arts into arts with Addam now. I can just hit any art into another art. It's excellent.
Magnificent.
Like when I go to Mithra, I can go Lightning Buster and then cancel into Photon Edge. It makes battles go so much smoother.
Oh?
And there's an ether
Such
miasma over
Just
here.
don't shoulder all
I
the
think I
burden
can
yourself.
get it. Yeah, get out of here. Isn't it gonna give me a collection point? There it is.
Just gonna randomly look over here.
Anyway, with that done, we've gotten everything we need for the quest. I think. I don't have enough lacto nuts.
I don't know why
Nature
I'm the
makes
one
a
doing
fine
this.
ally.
Also, there's no agronomy skill this time. You're using botany for both flowers and vegetables, making Bridget very useful for just collecting
Just
random
gonna
things.
randomly look over here.
And now we can head to Brighton Brojan. Welcome back. We managed to get all that food you wanted. Take a look. I'll take the liberty of confirming. 3 grimdark crabs, 5 portions of ferrous beast meat, 3 lacto nuts, and 7 measures of weeping flower. Oh, there appears to be even more here than I originally requested. Think of it as a little token of our appreciation, Broken. Also, if you make yourself ill of eating rotten food, it's gonna affect the troops' morale. So be sure to eat your fill of this stuff and keep up the good work. Your Highness, I'm scarcely worthy of such an honor. With this, my devotion is sealed forever. Hey, come on, don't go overboard. Mr. Addam, would you mind if me and Mick took care of the cooking today? The 2 of you? Yep. The caterers are looking pretty overworked since all the other people showed up. We should help out. That's very thoughtful of you. Then I'd be honored to ask for your assistance. Okay, let's get to it, Mick. This is good, but it's only a temporary measure. I need to come up with a more permanent solution. And that'll complete feeding an army.
A happy conclusion.
Mick, mind cutting the veggies? Hey, you're pretty good at that.
Not really. Anyone could do it.
Looks good to me anyway. Then I think I'll get to the meat. Oi! Mithra!
Huh?
What are you doing?
Preparing the meat, of course. Are your eyes not working or something?
Well, cut it out. Back away and don't touch anything.
What? But why? Seems like fun. Why don't I help, too?
Don't encourage her. You wouldn't talk that way if you knew the atrocities of Mithra's cooking.
Atrocities?
It does more damage to you than any artifice ever could.
Hey, watch it! Don't go around saying mean things like that.
Mithra.
Yeah?
Can I borrow you?
What is it? I'm about to help with dinner.
Laura, you too? Would you mind sparring with me, please?
I don't mind, but
Why don't I help with the cooking?
oh, well, all right then.
Oh. Thank goodness.
Surely it can't be that bad.
You could always try it out.
Ah, perhaps not.
That's a lot of lettuce! I'll wager nothing tastes as good as a good meal after some solid training. That sounds about right. I ate so much I feel like I'm gonna burst. Pardon me, Mr. Addam, sir. While I was giving out rations, I heard the soldiers talking. They were saying that bridge still hasn't been repaired. What, still? We sent workers there a while back. What's held them up? From what I hear, Gogles have been giving them no end of grief. I thought we'd preempted that too. Didn't we send enough guards? I must have underestimated the problem. These Gogles sound pretty tough. They're really not. I could see them being a handful in packs though. For your average soldier anyway. Those are what destroyed the bridge in the first place. If we don't get that bridge repaired, it's going to seriously delay our going to and from the capital. How are Hugo and Aegeon? I believe it may be a while before they return. Great. Then let's go and wrap this whole affair up before Hugo gets back. We'll set out early tomorrow morning. Okay, we'll help you with that. Actually, I might have to pass. Oh, what's wrong? Not feeling well? No, it's not that. It's just I promised that I'd make my special dish tomorrow. Forget about that. I'll get all the ingredients and what have you so you can focus on helping Master Addam. He needs you. There will be enough time to cook later after we get rid of the Gogles. We can celebrate our victory. We really could do with the help, Jen. Alright then. Or you could just leave all that to me. I'll cook up a feast for the ages. No, you flippin' well won't. Okay then. Shall we go clear out the monsters on Let Bridge like we discussed earlier? Where exactly is the bridge? A little ways down Rackham Road. It's not too far, let's just go and scout it out a bit. And we get the main story quest, Let Bridge.
I'm certain it'll be worth it in the long run.
Restoration. You can kinda see it in the distance there. It's got those torches on that archway. But before we go there, let's head to the campsite. First off, let's see if I can craft anything
let me
new.
see.
Ah, so I can.
This came out very well. Pretty good, all things considered.
That organic charm is actually pretty good. Plus 50 base affinity? Worth having, I think.
Just taste it. It's ready.
I've made it with love.
Behold, my masterpiece.
I think I've done reasonably well.
And now let's chat to the party. We still don't know Malas's location right now, and we have a little time until Hugo gets back. We'll have to take care of those Gogles so that repairs for Let Bridge can continue. You're right, we can make that our immediate objective. So, these Gogles, are they tough? You just said they weren't! One of the fiercest species in the area, for sure. I bet if I get serious, they'd fold in no time. Hey, be serious. If you really went at it, you'd probably destroy what's left of the bridge. Hey, that's not true. Well, okay, maybe it is true. You will blast it right off the horizon. Let Bridge is a vital link to the capital. You really can't get in or out without it. So we've really got to get rid of those Gogles. But I'll have to ask you to go a little easy on them, Mithra. Yeah, whatever. And with that done, that's everything I wanted to do here in Aletta before going to Let Bridge. So next time, we'll be repairing that bridge. See you guys then.